Hi, awesome people. I feel like my lighting is not good today for some reason. Let me crouch over here closer to the mirror. Anyways, sorry the lighting's not good, so I know that can probably be a little distracting. But the main reason I want to get on here and send a message today is that we do not need to push people in their process. We need to come alongside them and walk them through it or encourage them. But the thing is, sometimes you have to let people go through that process, and that process is actually a healthy thing that they need to go through. The most powerful thing about it is, no matter what it is, whether it be emotional or spiritual growth or physical even, I mean, you can't push someone to lose 10 pounds in a day. If that makes sense in a natural way. You have to look at that as spiritual. Everything is a process. Now, the most vital thing you can tell somebody though is it's okay to be there, but it's not okay to stay there. Like, if something hurts you or something you don't know how to process, it's okay to be there. Like, it's okay for someone to be hurt, but don't stay hurt. It's okay for you to feel lonely. It's okay to be feeling that way, but don't stay that way. It's okay to be, sorry, I'm gonna laugh at myself later because I'm like, Lord, I get up on here with a message from my heart and then I can't even keep the angle right. Like, grace upon grace. But I don't know. I feel like the Father's just wanting to take a lot of stuff off of people, of feeling like they can't be in process, and that process be Him and that be okay. And they feel almost like they can't be relatable, or they're afraid to open up about stuff because they feel like I'm in the middle of process, and as soon as I open up about it, they're gonna like attack me, or they're gonna like try to like minimize where I'm at. Now, if the issue that you're dealing with is like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, 8 months ago, a year ago, 10 years ago, that might be a problem, because God is a pursuer and He doesn't want whatever has hurt you or hindered you or broke you to keep you stay there. Does that make sense? Like, for me, I'm gonna bring me. Like, anytime I talk about anybody, I'm gonna talk about me. And me was broken at 9 and 10. Now I'm 31, so God's having to work some stuff out. You can't push me, you can encourage me and help me walk out healing in my mind, or whatever it is that the enemy try to take from me or hurt me with, or whatever you want to call it. But sometimes you got to let me be in process. But the thing is, with this God that's a pursuer and a He constantly has you changing. That makes sense. So with me as a believer, I may have had that happen to me, and that may be a severe problem, but I'm not going to stay there. Like, I can be here in that, but I'm not going to stay here in that. So for anybody that watches the video, if you're struggling with anything, it's okay to be there. Just don't stay there. Just kind of like the Israelites they were coming out of Egypt. God has healed them from a certain situation, is taking them literally through, I would say, the process. And He's trying to take them to the promise. But they stay stuck, because you want to know why they stayed stuck in like the I'm gonna be here instead of I'm not gonna stay here kind of mentality. And so what I'm trying to echo to you today is, it's okay to be there, but it's not okay to stay there. And if it's a severe process, it's like some very damaging stuff, that be there may be a few years, because what happened in a 20-year span can't be healed in 5 months. I mean, I'm not saying God can't do that. He can. But in all reality, if something happened for a extreme amount of long time, most likely that's going to take some process, and we should allow people the grace to deal with that in the healthiest way possible, and tell them they're doing good when they're not. Like, when it looks like they're not and they really are, you need to extort them. You need to tell them, hey, I see where you're at, but hey, encourage them. Say, like, whatever they're struggling with, maybe like this should be compared to the other stuff, if that makes sense. You need to be telling them more of what they're doing awesome and better and doing good at than anything that they may be still struggling with. But God is a God, so he's going to like deal with what you're struggling with, but he's not going to make that the major thing when he's around you, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm going to go eat my shake. I hope y'all have an amazing day. I do not know when I'm going to post this. I'm just going to be obedient to the Father. When he says release it, release it. And then I want you to know that I love you guys and that I take time out of my day, even though I'm like, Lord, help me, Jesus, because he's after you. I mean, he's after me too, but he's after you too because of his love. It's not because he's wanting to like mess you up. It's because he loves you. So that's the best thing I can echo, is that he loves us so very much. So have an awesome day.